Okay, Nelly, could you please tell me more about your company?
I am an owner and managing director of Europack Bulgaria, which is a factory for production of paper bags in Varna, in the region of the so-called South Industrial Zone. And we are producing mainly for the domestic market, for the industrial bread producers, and 50% we produce for the French market, for the sandwiches and other pastries. Our product, main product, the industrial bread packaging, is a composition of extruded paper and BOPP foil, and this makes it non-recyclable. And in this direction we have been starting looking for a recyclable replacement. So we ended with the stone paper, and here the link with the Better Factory project.
So what helped you, the Better Factory project? What was the outcome for you and for your company? And
so the stone paper has one feature that it's waterproof. And we have been approached by agricultural engineers for a long time to give him a possibility to make grow tubes for their young vines and trees and protect them in the initial phase of their growth against chemical and mechanical treatments. But the paper, based on cellulose-made paper, laminated or extruded, it's not waterproof. So we couldn't give them an alternative to the plastic, which is damaging their fields. It's a waste which they cannot remove easily, and it's a waste they cannot recycle afterwards. So at the moment we discovered the stone paper as a replacement for our material, we found out that we found a solution also for their market. And we started making grow tubes for them as a test a year ago, but this is a manual process. And in fact, even it's only a cylinder, to make it takes in 8 hours we make only 600 tubes. So the market is estimated at 3 million per year, which means that this product we cannot put it on the market with the speed of production. And in this direction, and to resolve this issue, we have been looking for a possibility to automate the production. So Better Factory came with a possibility to work with technology provider, and with this idea to find a technology provider and make a robot or another machine to make our grow tubes automatically or more productively, we entered the program and we applied for the program. Now a big added value appeared to be the artist in the group, because in fact it will allow us to expand our portfolio not only with the grow tube next to the paper bags, but also to have new products on the market, which will be very interesting and very innovative.
What kind of support you receive from Better Factory team and probably the local partner, IT Cluster?
IT Cluster first gave us the opportunity to apply. He was leading our application and helping us when we had problems to resolve with interpretation of the steps and with the interpretation of information we are getting. Between 3 partners in the KTE, Oviso Robotics, Isaac Monte Design Studio and us, the cooperation is excellent. In fact, it feels like also in the future we'll keep working together. And we already have ideas for new joint projects. And in terms of support of Better Factory, of course, the tools they provide in the RAM platform is something, hopefully, which will stay with us and will help us to have a more productive and intelligent way of leading our business. So far they have some issues to be resolved, so it's not an easy access to this platform, but I think at the end of the program we'll have a nice tool to simulate, to look to our data, to have the dashboard, and to have a better estimation of the cooperation between robot and human.
What about the next steps? What are your plans?
So now we achieved the stadium of having a demonstration of how the robot will do will make the grow tubes, but only in a simulation environment. We are still in a process of finding the best glue to have the sealing process optimized. And our artist has developed already 3 or 4 new products, and he developed a new technology for making 3D printing material, which is very interesting outcome of the cooperation. So the next steps are in October time frame, we have to get the robot transferred to the factory in Varna. We have prepared the environment and the connections to air, electricity and water, or what they will need to have to connect the robot. And we are planning to start tests from October on, and continuing the program finishes, I think, January next year. We have to have the demo, how the robot works. Something else to tell you, that this robot is in fact planned to do not only the grow tubes, because they are seasonal product, but also to make our carton boxes, which we use to package our paper bags. So they have this application already done, and I will buy this additional setup, which will help us also to use the robot for a second operation in the factory.
Do you see an added value for today's event?
From the event of today?
From the event of today for you, why
Of course, meeting people, especially that we didn't meet anybody until the last year, and in the beginning of this year, it's really nice to be again back in direct communication with people from Europe and the programs. The funds and the governmental programs are also very interesting to know what they plan, what will be next. And for me, it's extremely important to know the invest climate and the possible investors in the region or internationally in Europe, because we have plans for starting production of stone paper in Varna, and we are looking for investors. So this was for me important to meet some people who can help.